So you're wondering what happened? Where'd I go? Why have I been away? Why haven't I been making videos? Well, I stopped making videos. This, by the way, is just off the cuff. Normally I try to rehearse these things because I say a lot of ums and ahs, so there's something to do with over the years with the diabetes, and that seems to sort of made my speech a little bit strange and my thinking a bit slow. It's sort of like a cloud on my brain, but these days it's a lot better. Anyhow, so what happened to me? I've been off the grid. I really haven't been on the net much. I really didn't like a lot of the stuff that was going on in the vegan community. It just seemed to be a lot of garbage that seemed to fall out of the Thai Fruit Festival. A lot of people saying a lot of nasty things about people. Some of the attitudes that particularly a lot of the men in the community have towards women is pretty bad, and just wasn't into it. And it was just distracting and keeping me away from the things that really matter. That's more about my health and about resolving my diabetic issues, getting fitter, changing my lifestyle, and a range of things. So what I've been up to over the last few months? Well, my main gig is software development, website development, and it's a very sedentary lifestyle, as you can imagine. Sitting in a chair all day long, you know, on a keyboard isn't really the most healthy lifestyle in the world, that's for sure. So so what I did is that over the last few months in that I've changed to a different job. I've decided that I'm going to do more labouring work, more outdoors work, more gardening work. And that's what I've been doing. It's a bugger, it hurts, but really what I want to do is I want to be as active as possible, physically active as possible, and because I need to really reset my body and to really get the fat under control, particularly at the cell level. So that's what I've been doing, and during summer in Sydney and that, it's a bit hard. Today's sort of a bit of a day off. I'm going for a cycle. This is the first time I've been on the bike for 4 months. So it was a bit hard. It's halfway through my ride. I'm just ridden through the North Shore of Sydney, and I'll just go back the same way that I came. I won't go around the harbour. I'll just go backwards and forwards. At the moment I'm down here at North Sydney, down at the bottom of the harbour, bridge, as you can see there, and there's Luna Park. It's all pretty nice. It's nice to sort of be out and just to be relaxing on my bike. I thought it'd be a bit harder because I haven't been on the bike for a while. I can sort of see some of my aerobic capacity is down a bit, which is interesting. I'd expect it to have been a lot more than what it was after 4 months of not riding and just sort of pushing mowers and hedging and edging and shit like that. But it's not too bad. I got here pretty much I don't think it was much slower. I'll find out a little later on when I get onto Strava how well I did, but it doesn't feel that bad. So it's been pretty good. My blood sugar is pretty good. It's as is. I have gained some weight. It's not such a concern because the weight itself is just changing hands here. The weight itself is mainly muscle mass. There seems to be a relationship between the muscle mass and the fat. The more muscle mass I seem to put on, also the more weight, more fat I seem to put on, which is, you know, I'm not too worried. But my belt size, my waist measurement hasn't really changed that much, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'd like to sort of still lose about another 10 kilos than what I've got at the moment. I'd like to be in the low 70s as opposed to in the low 80s, but I'm pretty good. I'm feeling pretty fit. Not as tired as I used to be. I'm eating a fair bit of it's all carbs really at the end of the day. And that's not really affecting my blood sugar. But again, you know, like I feel that I need to do something really, and this is the reason why I'm doing this sort of labouring work, is I need to do something to reset my body in a big way. And I know that I'm like people like Julian Ryder and Freely, who were at one stage had some weight issues or body issues. They went on big sort of journeyman type activities, so like either huge rides to reset their body, and I think that's really quite important. I think it's underplayed a lot in their videos, and that's half the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I just want to do something that engages me in a very, very physically hard way every day. So like every day I'm walking about 26 to 30 kilometers a day in the job that I'm doing. So you know, and that's lifting, and you know, constantly lifting things and pulling things and pushing things, and so it's not just strolling around. It's quite a heavy effort. So at the end of every day I'm pretty exhausted, but and I am growing. I'm getting more muscle mass, which is good. I'm happy about that. But you know, like I'm not getting that aerobic workout that I can get on the bike. So anyhow, that's sort of what I've been up to. So I'll mostly make a few more videos, continue making some videos. I just sort of want to keep away from the sort of general vegan community as a whole. It just seems to be a negative experience. A lot of egos and a lot of just garbage going on. I'm really dissatisfied with it. The way the community seems to work, particularly, you know, the people that I seem to know, or the people that seem the most vocal. Anyhow, so what's been happening with my bike? So my bike, it's changed a bit since the last time you most probably saw it. I've fixed up the brakes finally. Got both new brakes now. Got just the entry-level Dior's on there. So the rear brake before was not working. It was the original one. It was in pretty bad shape, and there was not much I could do about it. And so I've changed them over now. So they're both Shimano Dior, which is pretty good. I've got for winter in that I was using this light. It's just a generic brand light. It's about 1500 watts. It's a huge light. It blinds cars. It's a seriously powerful light. I've also got a tool bag finally, and I've also changed my seat over to a Venom. Really like this seat. I had to get two of them. The first one, all this seaming here was delaminating. I hadn't even used it; it was already delaminated. So I had to get another one. They replaced it, thankfully. I thought originally when I got it that it was going to be really quite hard seat to ride. But it's actually the most comfortable seat I've ever had, actually, which is quite a surprise, because in the past I've gone for softer and softer seats, and the softer the seat had got, the more uncomfortable it was getting. There's no doubt about that. Whereas this is, it's got a bit of give in it, but it certainly is a really comfortable seat. Really happy with that seat. Of course, my rear light, flashing rear light, and also changed the pedals. Got rid of the original. I used to have the original Shimano SD pedals, clipless pedals. They're the ones that were originally brought out. I've now changed them to the XTRs. They're really nice, very happy with those. Can't really complain at all. And must be the only thing that I've noticed, if I ever get a new bike outside of this one that I found in the scrap heap, I'd get one with the new type of skewer. Whereas instead of these old style skewers, the problem with these is that you can never really properly align your disc brakes with these. Whereas the new ones in that, when your wheel goes in, they align properly. And the problem here is that, of course, you get a little sort of a ching ching from time to time, you know, as the brake pads hit sometimes, or the disc, and you get this sort of ding 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 ding. It's a random sort of chime sound. It gets a little bit annoying after a while, and I've got to fix which is a problem in the centre cog, is that there's it's been bent. It was originally bent. I've never sort of bothered to fix it yet, but I'll do an extra repair will be to fix that cog, because every now and again, when under pressure in that, it'll disengage the chain, and it'll go off, and then I've got to totally de-chains, and I've got to then put the chain back on, so it's a bit boring. I've got to fix that. New tyres. Happy with the new tyres. They're pretty low pressure. They're only about 75 pounds per square inch when you inflate them PSI. But I'd like to get better ones. But I mean, it's fine. Mudguard. Found the mudguard. so that's alright. Almost going to get rid of that for summer, so I don't have the brown stripe up my backside. Yeah, it's all good. It works out really well. The bike's been going really, really well. Really happy with it. It's a pretty comfortable ride. I'm going to change the angle of these. I'm really happy with the cow horns on the Ergon. These Ergon GP3s. They're very good. I really like these small cow horns. I mean, I've always wanted something that I can rest on the outside, but the problem here is that I've made these too, they're too horizontal. They need to come back more, so this flat part here needs to come back more, because when my hand's there, it's I'm feeling it's more like that. It's more like that, sorry. And I've got a big twist in my thighs getting me, a big twist in my arm, whereas I'd like it to be more like that. So I feel more comfortable. I'm going to change that in a minute before I start my ride back home. But yeah, all up, pretty good. So that's it. Just having a bit of fun, just a bit of a relax before I get back into it. I've got to ring a client. It's actually about a website. I want to deliver a learning system. I'm in an R about whether I'll do it or not. I'll catch you later. Ciao for now.